w kimę powinniśmy pójść.
Sobie nie powinno...
Chodźcie. Hello everyone.
And hello everyone, this time for real, it's us, the Trio of Doom, or maybe this time Trio that will save you all. It's me, Rafał Majutek-Szczepanek, together with Jacob, one-man band, and Pan Paragraph finally joining us, hopefully, for the full Townhall this time. Hello guys.
Hello guys.
Pan. So I managed to get my message across, because just before starting the streaming, Rafael just yawned like that, we were like, okay, maybe it's a sleeping time, but we cannot sleep right now, guys, because a lot is happening in the world of crypto, and in the world of StarHeroes, and in the world of GameSwift, and that's why Pan is back with us here. We promised you that he will be back once he's ready. And are you ready, Pan?
Oh yes, I'm more than ready. I've been cooking a lot for the last couple of weeks, and I'm happy to share some alpha about that.
I do believe that's the best time for you to start right now with the juicy news. All I know right now, guys, because I'm not really into the crypto world as those two, is that Bitcoin is doing something crazy. I see a lot of green signals. I've seen the all-time high, not being the all-time high from previous time from the past. So something is cooking in the large view of the market. How does it affect our work? How does it affect gaming, Web3 gaming, and GameSwift and stuff like that? We want to hear from you.
Oh yes, so some of you had the opportunity to read my recent tweet from yesterday, when I kinda leaked that once Bitcoin is going to make its all-time high, but also to hold it, because there is not a, let's say, challenge to touch the all-time high territory, and to claim it, but the real challenge for the overall crypto market is to hold this territory. Then we can expect the start of the GameSwift airdrop season, something which a lot of our community members been waiting for. I've been patiently trying to explain that the reason for the delay in those airdrops and the token listing is connected with the overall market sentiment and the fact that simply projects preferred to delay their listings. But now it is the time. It looks at least that we are approaching a very good momentum for the crypto market. I am feeling pretty comfortable about what can come in the next couple of weeks. Of course, I'm not having the crystal ball. Bitcoin almost crossed its previous all-time high, which is around $73,000. What I expect from the crypto market is, at least this is what happened in 2020 when Joe Biden won the election, and 2016 when the Donald Trump won the election. Usually right after those elections there was a small correction, but then we could observe the very good upside movement. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something like this around the US elections. And once the market will stabilize, because the truth about the recent crypto market volatility is connected with uncertainty. Capital is not certain what's going to happen for crypto and for the overall financial sector, and this is why Bitcoin been struggling a little bit. But like I said, and I think this is kind of the alpha, if nothing is going wrong, then we can expect, at least this is the recent update, so please bear it in mind, this is This is the recent update that I received from the incubated teams, that we might expect the 2 airdrops at the start of US elections around that time. I'm not going to confirm whether it's going to be 5th of November or 6th or 7th time. This is the matter of time to be revealed. But 2 of our incubated projects are planning their listings for this time. Today, I'm happy to reveal one of them. I'm not into the position to confirm the second one. This is the alpha that I shared with GameSwift OGs, but for the rest of you, unfortunately, I need to keep it at least for the next couple of days in the stealth mode. However, the first project to come is the Dogin Hood. This is for those who are not aware what Doginhood is all about. This is the first meme coin incubated by GameSwift. Meme coin, which is having quite a nice track record. First of all, they launched in May this year a very successful Telegram game. They reached almost 1 million of registered gamers within this application. What's more, they made a record-breaking mint in the overall history of base blockchain. In overall 650,000 NFTs of Doginhood have been minted on base during that event. So far they are doing really well. What's more, they are in line with Vitalik Buterin vision of the meme coins with the Robin Hood game motif. So there are quite a couple narratives to be played around. And recently, what we could see is that the final tokenomics has been revealed. This was the, let's say, space for a lot of speculation. People been trying to find out when Doginhood will come and what is going to be their tokenomics. And I think the recent reveal was connected with a very good, let's say, reaction from the community. Just take a look at this tweet: more than 126,000 views, almost 500 likes, and a very big number of comments. This proves that Doginhood in the last couple of months managed to build a very dedicated community which is, at least this is what I wrote in the comment, happy with the fact that a lot of their total supply is redistributed towards the airdrop. That was a record-breaking mint on the base. So whoever minted the NFT of Doginhood built kind of the expectations that they will receive some very good airdrop. However, it's very hard to distribute airdrop to 650,000 different NFT holders. But I think, I don't know what's going to happen at the time of the listing. Market will verify as always. However, in my opinion, delegating 20% of the overall total supply is a move into the right direction. What's more, GameSwift is going to receive also, I think, one of the record-breaking airdrops, because this will be in overall 3% of the total supply. To compare, StarHeroes, although they distributed 10% of their total supply, the effective number of the total supply distributed on the TG was only 2.5%. So technically, Doginhood distributed half percent more. However, and this is why I want to, let's say, calm down the emotions, please remember that Doginhood is fully diluted, and the starting valuation is much lower. What I mean is StarHeroes start with $20 million valuation, while Doginhood starts with $2.8 million valuation. which is very bullish for like the future token growth. But at the same time, the starting value of the airdrop is not going to be the same like it was the case with StarHeroes. It is simply connected with the fact that Doginhood is a meme coin and it needs to start with a lower valuation. However, I'm really happy that Doginhood, even though they had a pressure from Texas, from launchpads to, do their distribution like any other project with vestings and stuff like that, they pushed their strategy to make full unlock, which means that no further inflation is planned. This means that 100% of the total supply will be released from the start. And this is the first project in GameSwift incubation history to have this kind of the tokenomics. In my opinion, that this is the meta. This is what people expect now. They don't want to be subject to the long-term vestings and to the further inflation. They want to be certain that if they ape into the position, there is not a single inflation to be dumped on them. So yeah, in this point, I wanted to comment the Doginhood. And although the final date of the listing is not released, then I might leak that this is going to happen soon. As you can see, the IDOs are ongoing, one on Spartadex, the second one on Ape Terminal. And for those who are not aware, Ape Terminal is, in my opinion, at this moment, the biggest and the most hyped launchpad platform in the cryptocurrency sector. So definitely this is a good setup for the beginning. And yes, that's the first airdrop to be distributed for the SWIFT stakers. I'm not going to leak exact distribution. We don't want this to be front run by anybody, so we need to wait for official information with this regard. However, I might reveal that all of the 3% total supply will be distributed upon the TGE. So GameSwift do not plan to keep anything from that airdrop into the treasury. This will be 100% distributed to fulfill and to be in line with 100% token unlock, which is the vision of Doginhood meme coin. And yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. One more time, I'm kind of reminding that this is $2.8 million valuation, which is almost 10 much lower than StarHeroes. So the initial value of the airdrop must be 10 times lower. However, since Doginhood is having full unlock and very good upside potential, that's not financial advice, that's my personal opinion, then people who hold it might be satisfied. Of course, this is a crypto market, nothing is certain, but the best thing about that is that by staking GSWIFT, you don't need to take the financial risk. You are just staking it. Oh no, that's what I said is some form of the financial advice. So I'm correcting myself. Of course, that there is a financial risk connected with the overall crypto market. However, what I mean is that you don't need to basically buy Doginhood token. This will be airdropped to you just for the fact that you are staking your GSWIFT token. And I'm very curious. Let me know in the chat section what is the second airdrop which you are expecting, because like I said, it is probably going to happen right next to the Doginhood distribution, and I'm pretty sure that you are not expecting what's coming. And this is not Chain for Energy. This is going to be the airdrop of the token which is not yet listed. So yeah, I'm not going to. Speaking of Solana and speaking of the distribution, as far as I know, Doginhood is having their distribution methodology, which means that if you are staking your GSWIFT token, you are supposed to connect your wallet, and you will be able to climb your Doginhood airdrop by providing your Solana address during that process. So you don't need to deliver your Solana address right now. This will be done during the claiming process. So that's it. That's it, and I'm happy to finally reveal it.
Oh yeah, Mr. Pan Alpha sharing paragraph comes in and just spills the news to you guys. I am really happy about the Dogin Hood, mostly about Dogin Hood, because I've been clicking it again and I felt like, oh, it's just yet another clicker on Telegram, nothing special. But then 10,000 players, 100,000 players, many more happening. You know, the caravans, the guilds or teams, or however you name it. It created a community of people still thinking that might be just a clicker, but just looking at the transparency from the team and the decision to unlock 100%. That's just something that I don't believe many projects have guts to do it. So they gained my trust in it, and I'm hoping this will go fine. And in case you want to add anything, yeah, you were muted.
Yeah, and maybe that's good that I am muted, but I just wanted to add that, yeah, we need to appreciate Dogin Hood team decision to go for the full unlock, because this is a very unpopular decision. This means that the starting market cap is must be higher than in the case that you don't have full unlock at the time of the TG. So it's much harder to convince Texas launchpads to have this kind of tokenomics. However, from the perspective of the token investors, at least that's my approach. I prefer to invest in the fully unlocked tokens, and that's very good for them. What's more, like, yeah, they started as the Telegram game, but according to the roadmap that been shared with me, they have they are planning to expand into the very interesting sector of DAX supplements and DAX vitamins to create a real Web2 brand around Dogin Hood. I'm really curious whether at least, I'm really curious of the reaction of the community once they will be able to order finally those supplements for their beloved DAX. What's more,
Pan, do you think there will be condoms for dogs too? Because we all remember the successful condom marketing stunt.
This went viral, and I really like this kind of the marketing. So for those who are not aware, I think we mentioned this in one of the recent town halls that there was a leak that Dogin Hood founder has been arrested in Singapore while trying to transfer 20,000 of condoms with Dogin Hood name on it. I might say that was a bait. I think you don't need to expect like Dogin Hood condoms to be revealed. However, and this is not going to be the debate, I'm expecting them to deliver a real Web2 product, which is the DAC supplements, and this is a big market. So I am really curious of the overall election. And what I also like is their plan to build the ambassadors around the Dogin Hood project, which are not human being, but the real dogs. So they have the plan to onboard the dog ambassadors into the program, and they have even crazy idea to create the Twitter spaces when all of those dogs are like barking together and discussing the future of Dogin Hood. I like this kind of approach in the marketing. This might get viral. So yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and let's wait for their TG.
Yeah,
the
and
marketing approach is definitely something different.
And it's in both sectors, Web 2 and Web 3. In Web 3, you just have to have the balls to do something out of the box, and they showed that they can do it already. And as for the Web 2 market and all of the products that you mentioned right now, okay, you're both laughing at the comments. How was your vacation? I didn't manage to go on the vacation because Season 2 of StarHeroes is starting very soon, and I'm super happy to share with you why you players deprived me of my well-deserved free time, but I'm actually happy to spend this time. You should see Rafał working his ass off in Poznan last weekend. You know, the weekend usually is a time for free time, and how hard these guys were working, and the results, those crowds that were playing Star Heroes. But maybe we could switch to it right now. By the way, I think this is a very smooth switch from
You mean to
vacation
the
to
PGA
non-vacation.
topic? I just want to add one thing really quickly. I have arrived on Monday. Yesterday, I needed to return a bus to Krakow because we've been renting a bus to do everything, and I didn't even have time to unpack myself properly. So my keyboard is here, as you can see. I'm not allowed to type in anything right now because it's been so busy of a week, not only for me but for all of the team. And I can speak for Jacob, even though the weekend is supposed to be a free time for some of us. Now he decided to jump on a train and see with his very own eyes the stand that we've built and the people that gathered around. But without further ado, maybe I can present to you guys the thing, the stand and the event. You had to be here to understand fully what I'm talking about. But Star Heroes just dropped a tweet, you know, trying to explain everything that was happening. But it was the most important thing: the pictures. Just look at it. People at the beautiful stand. I'm not talking like, you know, people as for our guests or pilots or anybody else. No, these were just the visitors, the attendees, the kids, as you can see right now, having fun playing Star Heroes. And look at this crowd. Look at what we managed to pull off. Like hundreds of people, hundreds of attendees gathering around this beautiful stand, trying to look at the game, see it with their very own eyes, give it a try, meet with the influencers and ambassadors that were coming in. We had one special guest, Royson. If you know him from Web2, then that's good. If you don't know, then you're missing out a lot. He has over 1.6 million subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. He's been on the market for like over 10 years right now. So pretty much everybody in Poland recognizes Royson. And just look at this crowd. Just look at me, you know, trying to host the whole thing. Look at this beautiful game, the pre-release season 2 version of Star Heroes. I love it very, very much. And also we had this, I do believe that that's your photo, Jacob, at the
This is my
perspective of
pick.
it. Yeah, we had like almost half of a full hall gathering around Star Heroes. That's something, guys. That's not like, yeah, okay, we had some players playing. No, we actually got so many people in that it was hard to leave the stand for 5 minutes. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
and actually, I would also really love to share my point of view with you guys because I was working as a biz dev there, so I was basically talking to people and encouraging them to try to play Star Heroes, but I didn't have to look much for those people because there were a lot of groups of them just stopping by, taking a look at this game. And something that I constantly heard was, first of all, that the game looks amazing and people couldn't believe that it's built on Unity, actually. One thing. Second thing was there was plenty of fans of sci-fi games in general, and this is actually our like target audience because we all grew up on sci-fi games and movies, Star Wars, maybe some of us even Star Trek. And that was something that really, you know, struck the chord with them. Another thing was that they were intrigued by the gameplay because you couldn't find any other game where you have both those esports mechanics of Counter-Strike combined with the spaceship flying experience, like something you have in Everspace. So there was like genuine interest in their eyes. That was a real pleasure to talk to them. And I have to admit, as a team member, that was also a huge boost of energy for us because there were no questions about tokens. There was no FUD. There was no like bashing us, you know, and ranting around what was
Nobody
done.
asking about your vacation.
Yeah, they weren't asking about my vacation because I was actually working at the weekend, talking to them.
You can see him in this picture.
Yeah, and but what you received was just the understanding of a gem that we built, that it's something special, that is strange, that it appeals to players, and the real like willingness and interest in it to play, try it out. We launched recently on Epic Games, so you can add us to your wish list there, and we collected hundreds of wish lists over there. And oh, there's another question: was Kubasco already on holiday? Why is this topic back, guys? Yes, I'm here with yeah. And my last holiday was actually there. If you look at this pic, I was somewhere there explaining how Star Heroes will make it into Web 2 to all of those players. That's a pity pan you weren't there actually, because that is some energy that you should definitely feel also. That was fantastic, and it really made us feel like we can fucking make it. That's the feeling I had during this event.
Yeah, and that's very good for the overall team spirit, because yeah, what we are forgetting is that our game dev team delivered a very nice piece of the game, right? And that's what we easily forget. That's also the reason why Star Heroes made one of the record breaking ideas on Ape Terminal this year. So yeah, there's no coincidence in this, and I'm really glad to have this kind of the feedback, and I think we can easily proceed what's coming to the Star Heroes, because the second season is coming, and I think you guys would like to say more about that.
We won't say a word. You will know nothing. No, guys. It's happening right now, actually. So tomorrow, look out for a big announcement. We will start with a warm up activity, so to say, with our partners, and you can expect the game to restart in a very short time. Right now, the next days and the next weeks too are when it's all happening. And once again, Wojtek, I think that the timing is pretty nice. Looking at the BTC chart, I remember back when we were launching the game in March, it was also a very core of the bull market. So sometimes patience is gold. But it is happening right now. You'll be able to take part in two campaigns. That's something I can reveal. One of them will include many various tasks. Another one will be strictly about gaming. But there's also new reward in season 2 that is coming. So far, we have revealed that this will be a token of our partner. And this is a completely new token from a new game that is a mobile one building on Berachain. Of course, you'd like to know more, and you will, because in the upcoming days, this project will reveal next parts. I've already have seen the trailer of the game with parts of the gameplay. So did you, Pen, I think, and we were both amazed with what we saw. It looks really, really good. So more hype than ever for this, and also for the fact that there's like new fresh emotions that we bring into the project, and even more importantly, that Star will not get diluted anymore, guys. So no more Star airdrops right now. This token will only serve to boost your experience in the Web3 mode of the game. And there we go. Follow up. Anything to add, Rafael? Maybe something more about the gameplay too.
Yeah, because I understand that you're talking about news that are about to be revealed tomorrow and the upcoming days. I understand that you're talking about campaign and future plans. But did you forget the announcement that happened like, I don't know, 1 hour ago? Man, we need to talk about this. Star Heroes is not only exhibiting at one of the biggest gaming events in Europe, certainly the biggest in Poland, but also it is ready to be fully expanding into the esports world. The esports world is mostly known for Web2 titles like League of Legends, like Counter-Strike or Valorant or Dota or World of Tanks, or you know the stuff. But Star Heroes is ready to take the leap of faith to dive into the Web3 world. As you can see right now, as you can read from the recent post, we are about to launch an esports league. It's not going to be the usual tournaments that we hosted a couple of months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago in the alpha stage. No, it's going to be a full league. The duration and the days are not yet known. We are still working on it, but I can assure you that we are working on a professional league format that we will have hopefully the dozens or even hundreds of teams competing for a large prize pool with broadcast, with casters, with every possible hype around it, and an offline final. This means that from the start, from the season 2, Star Heroes is looking even better than, for example, League of Legends. I will remind everybody that on the season 1 of League of Legends, we had this laugh that the world's championship were held in one of the employees' basement because it looked so small. Right now, they are occupying the biggest stadiums in the world. On this weekend, the final of Worlds is happening in London, and Star Heroes is already kicking off on the second season, right after the first season, right after the warm up, right after the airdrop and everything. We are kicking off with esports tournaments, and you can see it over here, starheroes.fillout.com/tournament. The link is, of course, in this very post. That we also have a form for you to fill up, to register, to get all the information you need to prepare yourself for the upcoming esports tournaments. It's not binding right now. You can sign up as a solo and then you can change your mind. You can find players to your team, but we want to test and to see the overall interest about this tournament. So everybody, if you've been playing Star Heroes in season 1, if you seen this game on Poznan Game Arena, if you've been playing in alpha and participated in tournament and liked it, but didn't like the idea of fighting in the leaderboard against players that have more NFTs and more star push, star boost, and stuff like that, this is the time to shine. Only your skills matter. The better player is going to be a winner in the end, and it really doesn't matter if you invested or not, if you got the NFTs or not. You just need to be super precise and super skilled person. I have already registered myself. I'm not sure if they will allow me to play because I will be a co-organizer and a caster, but still, it's super easy. We just need your username, your email account, your Discord handle, Twitter, Telegram, and your experience is optional, but you can list it here, so it will be easier for us to match you with other players with similar experience and skill levels. And we are expecting a lot of players. In season 1, we had, I don't know the numbers, but thousands of players. So if we get half of it, screw it, 1/10 of it for the esports league is going to be bigger than the whole ERL system in League of Legends or whole tier 1 teams in Counter-Strike. And we know for sure that we can accomplish it. That's from my side, Jacob. I'm doing your job as the Star Heroes. I know you're overwhelmed trying to prepare everything, but I'm just so hyped about this league that I cannot shut up about it.
No, man, I would actually say that the league will be your part because a lot of people is waiting for that. Yeah, we raised some funds for like 410 ETH for the centralized tournament. Yeah, through the map charts. And right now it's happening, guys. We were talking to many experts. We were talking from both Web2 and Web3 world. And the conclusion is one, there's no point in making one big event because this will be one big sell then use. It's basically like a waste of money to spend it all on one big event. It's way better to divide it, to distribute it into single events that can engage different communities, different people, our current players, but also talking about map charts. Yeah. So this is happening right now. It takes the form of an esports league, and the map charts are also part of it. We got it planned. So I'm personally very happy that we kept it until now, guys, because this is supposed to be a tournament, an esports tournament. It's not, it's supposed actually to show the best of this game. And once with this Web2 expansion, with the streamers that you mentioned, with another one that we are right now talking to, because we don't want to stop with Royson with 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube that attracted all these crowds. We want to have more of them. This is going to all add up to one direction, which is Web 2. So look out for it. Pump this money to Asia streamers, is saying Matuch. Pumping money anywhere is super easy, you know, but to pump it where it should be pumped, to really identify right now who's worth it, this is another challenge. And you should also realize, especially in Web3, guys, it's so easy to spend a lot of money. But right now, what I really love about how GameSwift and StarHeroes teams are working is that we're verifying each of our partners, all in terms of projects, games, KOLs. Everybody that we're working on is actually verified so that it really is effective in terms of how we spend the money. And it is the same case with the esports tournament. We want to make it, and we're making it happen right now. Rafael, it will be rather your task than mine. But we're making it in a way that will bring the most value to StarHeroes and GameSwift too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
know.
by the way, I was like engaged into the into the conversation in the chat, but I think that's the best momentum to talk about the esport league and the tournament, because a lot of people from StarHeroes committee are expecting to learn more about that.
Yeah, so Rafał.
I mean, what can I say? I've been an esports persona here in Poland on the highest level for like almost 5 years now, working with Ultraliga, which is the main league of League of Legends in Poland. Not only in Poland, because we actually took over the whole Baltic region and joined many more, like Ukraine and stuff like that. So we've been creating a huge part of the whole EMEA ERL system for League of Legends. I've been working in schools and teaching kids about esports and stuff like that. I'm just living it, and I'm not only working with StarHeroes because it's in my field of interest and I need a job. I need something to do. But I truly believe I actually, first of all, I had fun playing this game 2 years ago. Right now, I wouldn't say it's a different game, but it's polished almost to maximum. Have you seen the new map? Have you seen the new weapons, the new shop? I have seen it and I love it. That's why I still have the drive to be pushing myself further and further to think of the solutions that other esports games were providing years ago, but trying to pick something from each title and create the ultimate formula for the success. I don't believe that's possible to find the golden solution to everything, but we are trying to create the environment so that you can, first of all, have fun while playing the game. Second of all, challenge yourself and your teammates, your colleagues, to try to achieve something, not only in the solo leaderboard, not only in the skill leaderboards that we are implementing in season 2, but actually the esports league leaderboard, when you need to beat other best teams on the server. So we will have plenty of opportunities to play, have fun, and challenge yourselves. And you can fight for some incentives, of course, because there will be incentives not only by playing the game and leveling up your hero NFTs on the Hero Duty app, but also by participating in many tournaments. And League is just one big thing. Behind that, we still have plans for some smaller tournaments, game nights, offline exhibition at other events that you can still participate and still try to get something for yourself. So I do believe that we are finally about to step into the chapter of the real ecosystem for gamers, not only for the stakers, not only for NFT holders, but for the actual gamers that want to participate, want to have fun, as they are doing in the best esports games for now. I've been playing League for 13 years now. I'm still playing. I just started playing StarHeroes 2 years ago, and I'm still playing and seeing as this game is developing. And I can assure you that's just the chapter 1 of the esports journey for StarHeroes. And I am working on it, so you have my word.
Wow, this was a very amazing piece of the statement. So thank you for this. In the what I would like to let's say answer is the comment from Vic Beats, because he's really asking for this. So after the token burn, even in August on CoinGecko, this market cap went to all-time high while price was near all-time low. I would love to hear your thoughts about why this discrepancy happened. This is pretty simple. So since if you read correctly our recent token upgrades, we decided to repair the FDV to market cap ratio. So basically, we wanted more tokens to be visible into the circulation. One of the biggest pool of GameSwift was the treasury pool, which is representing 44% of the total supply. And even though not a single token from that pool been sold, still, since it was not diluted, people treat this as the danger. So the reason, so even though like a lot of the treasury been burned, still a significant portion of it has been entered and released into the circulation. That's why FDV to market cap ratio has been repaired, and now it looks much better. Instead of 0.13, now it's for the first time more than 50% of the tokens are unlocked, but also the market cap increased accordingly since those tokens went into the circulation. So as you can see, the FDV, so the fully diluted valuation, has been decreased significantly because seed tokens been burned, some portion of operational pool of team tokens, 75% of the treasury. This led to the FDV to be significantly decreased, but the market cap had to increase due to the fact that those resting 25% of the treasury been introduced into the circulation. And speaking Cichy, because I see that you have very big motivation to get into the quarrel, looks like you treat things very personal. I'm just going to present you the overall crypto sector, especially the gaming sector. So here is like the GameSwift chart, right? Obviously, what a lot of people are missing is that, yeah, it's back to the base. But still, people are forgetting about this 1,500% increase in the Q4 Q1. Obviously, the last couple of months been really awful. However, this is like overall gaming sector and the altcoin sector looked like in the last couple of months. It is not that different to, for example, IMX. This is the Gala, also big dump. This is the Myria. I think the problem with Myria that they didn't even have this upside potential. This is the YGG. This is the Mana. This is G3. This is Nakamoto. And this is Portal Coin. So instead of like treating things personal, please bear it in mind that we are in the overall crypto sector. And starting from March, the liquidity has been flying out of the altcoin sector. The Bitcoin dominance has been significantly increased. The Bitcoin dominance is been pumping basically for the last couple of months. But the good, let's say the good word about that is connected with the fact that it was very similar also in the previous cycle. So in this moment, for example, between let's say May 20 and December 20, Bitcoin been pumping, right? That was quite the increase of 120%. But as long as Bitcoin didn't broke their all-time high, and as long as the Bitcoin dominance didn't start to fall down, altcoins been very volatile and been dumping really hard. But the good thing is that after entering this the new all-time high territory, that was a very good moment for the altcoins. We can see it here. As you can see, that was this massive decrease in Bitcoin dominance, where Bitcoin dominance decreased by 44%, and that was the alt season. And that's how market works. If you can, once you understand this, it is much easier to adjust your emotions and your investment decisions.
I just want to point out to Michael Burry that Mayutek not in agreement. No, I'm nodding my head because that's my sign of trying to understand what Pan is saying. I'm treating him as a mentor in a crypto space because I'm a gamer, I'm an esports persona. I don't know much about it, and I'm just trying to learn from the best. And in my opinion, Pan and his technical analysis maybe are not the best in the world, but still way better than mine. So I'm just trying to learn. I'm not agreeing with anything. I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm just listening to people smarter than me, and you should do so. You should do your own research. You should search for other pieces of information about the overall market and just learn. That's why I'm not investing. I'm not doing anything because I'm too small of a player, and I'm just trying to do my best working in the industry. That's my explanation. If you see me nodding, that means I'm actually listening. And if you want me to agree to something, then just let me speak. I will flow the river of words into your ears.
Perfect. And I think we can freely proceed to the StarHeroes League, right? This is what we can do right now. And one more question from the chat from Chale Kone, whether you can guys answer the StarHeroes Council thing, whether we can expect this to happen.
Yeah, sure, guys. So the idea behind StarHeroes Council is basically like having a group of people that is in permanent contact with our team and also support us as ambassadors. So what happened recently between our teams was kind of combining the forces of both the GameSwift and StarHeroes team. So our vision right now is to really, squeeze the max out of what we have in terms of human resources, colleagues, and our network. And this is what's happening right now. So when it comes to the council, we could say that it turned into the ambassadors program. And right now we have a combined ambassadors program with GameSwift. And if you're engaged enough, if you're good, if you really show that you bring some real value to the ecosystem of both projects, then you have a chance to join it and to work with us on a regular basis. Shout out to Michal Sky, that you know from the GameSwift Discord, doing an amazing job with onboarding those guys. That is one point. Another thing is the league. I think that we said quite a lot, but maybe I would just wrap up again what's coming up next in the world of StarHeroes, because season 2 is coming up very soon. It's a matter of, I would rather say, days than weeks. We will start with a short warm-up. The most interesting thing for you might be, since we are in Web3, what the reward will be. So it won't be the star token anymore. We don't want to dilute it anymore. On the other hand, the play and burn mechanism will be still on, meaning that the more you play, the more tokens are burned. So we are increasingly decreasing the market cap of StarHeroes. I mean, the market cap might grow, but I mean the total supply that is on the market right now. That's one of our main goals. Another thing is that the more players play, the more buybacks will take place. And where would the new players come from? Because that was one of the things that we heard a lot, that StarHeroes is closed in terms of community. That's why we have partnered with the new game that's building on Bera chain. It's a mobile game. They want to provide us with the part of their token to, first of all, use our know-how, our experience, our team, and the community that we have of skilled players. On the other hand, they will provide the token as a reward in, first of all, season 2 that will last for 12 months in total. Because right now, the season that is starting in November will be divided into 3 chapters. 4 weeks each. And second of all, their token will be the reward in another campaign. And maybe that is a kind of alpha that I'm telling you right now.
Just a correction because of a typo. You said 12 months. It's going to be 12
weeks.
weeks.
Of course,
Yes.
weeks. Sorry. That's a slip of the tongue, an obvious one. I saw your facial expression and I was wondering what was so strange that I said, of course, guys, it's 12 weeks. It's 3 chapters. Main difference is I think that this is a nice opportunity to sum it up for all of you too. So first of all, guys, these are 3 chapters. Each of them lasts for 3 weeks. Then there is a 1-week break. And this is like a separate campaign, each of them. So you can join season 2 also in chapter 2 or in chapter 3 that will end in January. So the point is to make it easier for newcomers in season 2 to join the game. So imagine you keep your progress, you keep your fleet, you keep your achievements, but the leaderboards are reset after each of the chapters. And after each of them, there is a separate leaderboard with rewards. So basically, it's like three world wars, I would say, or 3 battles within one world war. That's how I would put it. Then
Context is constantly asking when. So I
When.
have not so precise answer to you, but first of all, this will happen in season 2, and season 2 hopefully is starting within days or maybe weeks, week or 2. I'm counting to that. I'm certain that the build is almost ready. Devs are just polishing it. So it will start sometime after the season 2 start, and it will end before the season 2 ends. So we have 12 weeks, we have 3 months of playing, and we need to combine a full league into it. And I'm expecting the league to be lasting for like 80% of the duration of the whole season, something like that. We still didn't decide on the time frames and so on and so forth. So I could give you a hint, I could give you a guess that it should be in the next month, hopefully somewhere in the middle. But I'm not 100% sure because we need to test the infrastructure, we need to test the servers, we need to be ready so that if 10 teams sign up, it's okay, we can handle it. But what if 100? What if 500 teams sign up for the tournament and they all will be playing at the same time? We need to prepare the infrastructure. So we need some time, should be around 2 to 3 weeks. But it's not so precise, but it will surely start and end within the season 2 of StarHeroes.
Bang. I think that answers the question of when.
And first
Now
of all,
Jerry is
man,
asking this.
sign up and you will get a notification on your email and Discord and everywhere. Just sign up. You just look up the tweet that happened on an hour ago and sign up. Next month, December? No. It's not going to start in December. It's going to start earlier. We didn't cross the next month. We still have like a day and 5 hours, at least in our local time. So no, in December, we will be deeply into the middle season, hopefully.
Yeah, Jerry is asking, is this league is for the $1 million prize pool? Yes, the costs of organizing the esports league together with the rewards is backed, supported by the funds that we raised for the purpose of the decentralized tournament. It just takes the name of an esports league right now. As I was explaining before, we consulted this with many people, experts in both Web 2 and Web 3, and there is a consensus that a league is the best way to reach out to big numbers of players, and we back it up with our Web 2 expansion, as we were showing you before. Guys, really, this game is a gem in Web 2. People want to play this game. We are making it possible for them right now by launching on Epic, by allowing fiat payments right now so that you will be able to buy G-Bucks with fiat. not with stable coins, but with dollars. That's the second thing. The third thing, you just have to reach out to them somehow. And how do you find nice games? By way of the word, if that's the phrase. And this is why we contracted some very, very nice streamers who genuinely loved the game, and it was beautiful to listen to Royson, actually, because the speech that he gave there, it was a genuine one, man. He really loved it. And this is the feedback that we also get from people that took part in the Pasha Gaming Cup back in the summer. It was super cool to see, how in the beginning they were like, oh, that's a space shooter game, and after a couple of hours, you would see them taking notes, analyzing the stats, spaceships, weapons, everything. And this is happening as part of this esports tournament too. And once again, just to remind you how it's gonna influence the token performance too, because we have the buyback program and buyback and burn, actually, which means that the big portion of the revenue that our company, that StarHeroes has, we use for buybacks of the Star token from the market and then burning the tokens. So there is a very direct connection between the number of players, the time and the money that they spend in the game, whether Web 2 or Web 3, and the token performance. So that's the strategy we have. And we want to build a really huge hype around this esports tournament long term, not one event that will be seldom used, but make it resonate in the space. And I think that's all for me, Rafa, right now.
Mate, I do believe the same. I could talk about this league for a long time, but I do believe it will be best for now for us to just log off, to get some rest after the PGA. We need it a little bit, and then come back tomorrow to our usual stuff and brainstorm through the Esports League. I still need to prepare some docs. I still need to prepare some propositions to it, because I want to contain all of the players. We want to create, the tier 1 for the best players from the leaderboard that you already know. We want to create also tier 2, 3, if needed 4, 5, and 6, and many more tiers of esports engagement and skills that you have. So you will find your place for your current skills as a player and still can compete against players of your level, and possibly get an incentive, get a prize for taking a higher place. So we want to get ready, we want to be prepared, and we know that we don't have much time because season 2 is almost ready, it's almost live. I had a lot of questions on the PGA, when, and I couldn't answer them clearly, because we don't want to be just any game starting with any other season because we feel the pressure like it. No, we want to present to you the fully developed product, and we are almost here. The market is here, the team is working really hard, the PGA is over, so we just need the final polish, and you will see this huge announcement, not only about the campaign but actually about the esports league itself. So that's also all from my side, Jacob. I do believe if we have nothing else to share, we just can wish everybody good day and good night.
Yeah,
thank you guys, and see you next week.
See you next week.
See you next week with hopefully more alpha happening. But for now, stay tuned and take care.
Yeah, sure. Next week is